What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Project 1999 in 2020. So we're playing Everquest. This is the City of Mist arena. So we're in a group right now. Have been in a group for a little bit here. It's been going really well. There's a bunch of mobs in this arena that spawn in there. Looks like there's our monk on the other side trying to split some shit. So it's good. It looks kind of cool in there. I haven't really been in there myself because I don't really want to pull all those mobs and kill our whole group. Anyway, you usually say at the beginning that the graphics are shit, so it's funny because I just showed you some shitty graphics, but I must insist that if you play the game for like a weekend, you totally get used to the graphics. They don't suck so bad once you play a little bit. It is a bit of a text-based game, so you got the text at the bottom, and you do sort of hone in on that a little bit, which sounds lame, but it actually is a lot of fun. In all the years I've played vids, this one still is really kind of king of the MMO world. And it's not just because it's pure nostalgia awesome. It is actually probably, World of Warcraft is probably the best, and then I would have to say this is the second best. And the reason I say that is because World of Warcraft was basically built off of this game, and it was just newer and had a lot of more resources put into it. So point being, it is badass game. It's fucking fantastic. It's giant. It takes forever, which is awesome. It's gotta try it. Put in a weekend, give it a shot, collect some bone chips, buy some cool shit. Fun game. Get to the tunnel, see some people, group. Anyway, here we are, City of Mist. A bit of a recap, actually. I'm actually now level 45, and boom, almost through 45. So I'm almost through the hell level. It's been a bit of a trip. I think the last video I was in Lower Guk trying that experience out, and then of course the reason I jumped so far ahead is because I got into Khazak Archon top group. And again, I didn't want to make another video of something I've already done for hours, so just skipped all that, and here we are, 45. Actually, funny enough, I was planning on doing my 45 hell level in Khazak. I figured it probably is the best experience. Oh shit, attacking the wrong one, my bad. But I can still slow that one. Anyway, I think it is probably the best experience around this level, around anywhere between 40 and 46. 46 is a bit high, but at the same time it's like, god damn, that experience is so good there. Anyway, I decided to come to City of Mist. I actually almost died. I almost died at the courtyard entrance to the C and Viz mobs when it was like first thing in the morning, and I was sipping coffee and trying to run through there at the same time. Pulled a bunch of aggro. Anyway, got gate off, thank god. Anyway, I decided, you know what, I'm 45, I almost died, fuck it, and I'm not even gonna bother trying to get up there. And I scooted over, and actually immediately that night, a couple of days ago now, found a group in City of Mist like instantly, and I came over to the arena here, and I realized the experience here was not that bad. So I think I did Khazak up to about 45 and a half, and then at this point I've done the arena for the other half. And it hasn't been in this one group. That would be a little bit extreme. I think it might take a little bit longer than that. But it's actually a pretty good experience here in the arena. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of attributed City of Mist to being a shitty experience zone, like not that great. That's what shitty means. But really, it's not that bad. I have kind of stopped playing well since I started chatting so much, so I'm not slowing as much, and the cleric's mana is feeling that, I think. Anyway, I'll jump on that in a moment. So anyway, what I was saying is the arena's pretty good experience. So far we've seen the stables, the temple. So the stables to the left, the temple to the right. Just past that, there's a group of golems, which actually we're killing right now. And then just past the golems, you come in and we walk into this arena area. So it's not really not that far into the dungeon, and it's really not that bad of experience. Now we do have a pretty decent group going. We do have a cleric here, 45 cleric. We've got an enchanter here, a 47 enchanter, monk. Oops, 46 monk. And here's our tank, who is a 48 Shadow Knight. And then we've got another monk who's a 45 monk. And me, who's a 45 shaman, almost 46. So we do have another shaman coming to replace the cleric pretty soon. That'll be sad to see the cleric leave, but we'll make it work for another hour or two while I have this group going. In fact, let's just put that out there. Maybe another hour or two for me. All right, so we got some mobs here. None of these are particularly hard, except for that captain of the guard. I'm pretty sure she's pulling stables mobs right now. The stable camp. So I'm a little late here. Mostly, I'm seeing if I can kind of run. It worked. I was seeing if I could run through and tab target the captain of the guard, which actually worked. So that's the only one I really care to slow in that whole group of mobs there. Anyway, I'm happy to finish 45. That's been a bit of a doozy. It is a hell level, so it's a pretty hard hell level, if you will. It's taken a little while, but at the same time, I feel like I've kind of scooted right through it because going half the level in the Kazakh Arc top group is really quite fast. So that worked well. Alright, so these mobs that we're fighting right now are pretty easy. It looks like she's scooted over to the stables mobs. When we started, she was pulling the mobs from the arena. So probably cleared our zone here and then over to the right to get these easy ones. And then I like the goos that spawn in that building. Not only because they're good experience, but I do like to kill them. They're fun to kill. And they drop spells as well. Okay, let's stop looting here. There's probably a bunch of corpses on the ground. I'm assuming that I've hidden that I haven't looted, that nobody's really looted. So again, these mobs are a bit easier, so maybe let's take the opportunity to do a bit of a rebuff because my mana is sitting pretty. I've been chatting so much and usually I'm just like honed in. When I'm not streaming, I'm quite efficient with everything, but when I am, I do get a little bit distracted. Not distracted, just mind divided, I suppose. Anyway, I'm passing out some strength to everybody. I'm going to skip. Actually, I'm going to slow this guy. The apparitions could use a slow, and I certainly do have the mana. It's nice to have an enchanter in the group and get that clarity happening. That's wicked. And it's nice to have a cleric in the group, get those heals happening, so it's like purely helps me. I mean, shit. I'm just here for slow and buffs, which is what I've done the entire time. I'm a buff butt. I'm a floater. All right, so I am sort of running the list here, just kind of the way the chips fell. Oh, sin. It's 46 bard. Okay, so what I'm gonna do to add people is just do the /note, and I've just got them in an order here. And we will go sin nombre, bard, deeps, puller, whatever. I usually just put bard, but being dramatic. Tenning said he's got a cleric looking for a group. He's the shaman that's coming to replace our cleric. Okay, so I'm gonna go for a tell to Sinambra. Hey, you've been added to the list for third currently. And then I'll send a tell to Tenning. Ooh, got a lot of tells going on here. Tenning. Okay, so I want to slow some shit while this is going on. Our cleric is probably healing the tank right now. No, she's not. So I will. She just stood up to heal, I think. So I'm gonna heal. The cleric's been super great so far, but she's whoa, I'm getting smacked. It's funny, I just happened to start recording and then we have a little bit of a fumble. It's been so smooth ever since we started. Okay, so gotta get my pet off of that shit. That apparition's just about dead. That haze golem is our enchanter's pet, and I think I did slow that greater plague, which is why it was hitting me. So now I'll put my pet back in there. And who all hot dags 50 cleric note. Hot dags 50 cleric. I usually just put cleric, but again, I don't know, just going fast, just doing what I do. Now Cemetel hot dags. Hey, just added you to list. Currently fourth. Now I don't really know how everybody else really does the list. What I basically am going to try to do is do first come first serve based on the composition of the group. So you know, if we lose a healer and we have no healers, or a bad example because I'm a healer, if we have no tanks, let's say we lose all the tanks, I'm not going to invite a shaman to the group. You know, that just doesn't really make sense. So again, I'm going to basically go first come first serve as far as group composition goes. So I'll let them know they're fourth on the list, but who knows, maybe I'll pull them in sooner if, for example, I don't know, yeah, if, you know, you get when I'm going with that. Cross that bridge when we get here. That being said, maybe I don't even need to pull anybody in. Tenning said you were looking for a group, so I
regen.
I added you to arena. Don't matter to me. So I just told him I'll leave him on the list, randomly send him a tell later on and see what's up. So what am I doing? I'm about to lose a whole bunch of buffs probably. Okay, let's kill my pet, then I'll refresh buffs and be right back. Just say when to pull. So did we kill that pet? Okay, I'm catching up. I'm a little bit far behind here. So the reason I'm throwing a C Invis is just because I've got a resolution, which is usually where I put my armor class, and just in the wrong spot, and I've got OCD, I think. So just doing that. And now we can go ahead and start to replace the rest of our buffs, the stamina and agility, and we can go ahead and do that for the main tank and the puller as well, which is typically how I do it. This is really unfortunate. Our Enchantress at 20 mana because I'm full mana, which means like I'm totally slacking as far as actually contributing. Full mana shaman's not exactly a good thing. I mean, it's good. It's not good, you know. Nobody's even got regen up right now. Like, yeah, I've been slacking hard. My regen's fading. That's the only reason I noticed. Boom. Yeah. Get those buffs in. That's my only job. My only job when there's a cleric. It's funny. And Dorsey is in range somewhere. Yep, maybe. Yep. Hit her with some buffs too. Okay, we'll do the stamina and agility on the homies because I just did that to myself and that's it. And I really should canny a little bit so my chloroplast actually does something instead of just sitting there at full health. Okay, so the monk has stamina and agility. Gonna jump over to Bade, the tank. And we'll go stamina. And agility. And we got a pull here. Phantom, gonna slow. And then I'm gonna also slow that greater plague bone on the back if I can find my cursor. I'm gonna have to canny up a little bit though. It's possible that I have to do a root as well. I have a feeling Bade might have aggro on it, but slow's a pretty nasty aggro spell. So it's possible I need to slow and then root. So therefore I wanted a little bit of mana there. So there goes down the slow and here goes down the root like I was saying. Boom. So that we've got that handled, and then I can put my pet on the correct phantom over here. And that's how you root split.
Root break.
That's how I root split. With slow. And it's back on me now, but that thing's dead, so we're just gonna take it out. In fact, Bade already took aggro. I can see through all the particles. Hard to see. It's a little bit hard to see with the stupid plants and the way I move my mouse sometimes quite quickly. just because when you're the one moving the mouse, you know where it's going. So even though you can't like make out the graphics, I feel like you kind of stop in the right spot, if that makes sense. Anyway, I just rebuffed pretty hard. I don't actually remember if I hit Bade with anything, to be honest. Like, I don't know if I got him with the stamina or agility. I feel like shit just went down real fast there. So there's a cleric, so I'll just get those out of the way so I don't end up forgetting again and then redoing it again, because maybe I actually did hit him with it. In fact, fuck, I actually feel like I did do that at this one. Whatever, forgetting it never happened.
Slow.
Okay, like I said before, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna put my money into a my lack of money rather into the Shrunken Goblin earring, the Grimora earring, so I can not have to telescope all the time, and I can just give Missive of a junk buff. It's much nicer on the eyes and the brain.
Slow.
It'd be nice to level pretty soon. Get out of this hell level. So I just rolled a 57 for the Mithrahamia. I don't think I've actually won any rolls here. I think I won one for a spell. What did I get? I got Spirit of Scale, which is Shaman spell, so that's good for me. And what are these? These are my level 49 spells I've got on me, so I'm ready to rock with all my 49 spells. So that's good. As far as gear goes, nothing's really changed. Got myself a Lizard Scale bell, piece of shit, in Kazakh. But other than that, oh, you know what? Yeah, I got that the cape there in Lower Guck. Root this. Got it. Vapor Golem. So I don't actually slow these ones. These are pretty shitty mobs. The Haze Golem and the Vapor Golem. The Fog Golem, however, is has a lot deeper HP pool, so I do tend to root that one. So I'm just trying to get some mana up here. The Cleric just tossed me a heal, so I will canny down. Get some health. I'm sorry, get some mana for my health. And we'll turn to the left here because we do have a Haze Golem rooted, so I'll put my pet on that. Get in there, Lobobner. Wonder if they just use like a weird ghetto name generator for the pets in this game. Alright, so the Shaman is going to come and replace the Cleric. Bade, the tank, is going to take a break. So I'm going to send a tell to Master Munch. Who did say he was AFK, I think?
Rude. Root break.
So the tank replacement's AFK, but I did send a tell. Bade just woke up and jumped on. Wasn't really thinking I was going to get a group so quickly, but I need caffeine and stuff. Fair enough. Sometimes you just kind of log in to see what's going on, or just to kind of, you need to med from last night kind of thing. And you end up in a group before you know it, by accident. You really plan it. Not a bad thing. I'll toss him a sal before he goes. And then I suppose I could start working on rebuffing or buffing the tank. And I'll toss a sal to the monks as well. There's some Dorsey and Zarek is pulling right now. Oh, Master Munch is back. Namra. Okay, so where's 10ing? We'll do slash target 10, and then we can do slash invite. So I haven't actually seen him yet, but maybe he's in Viz. No, I have spirit sight on. I'll sit here and med and rebuff you guys before I gate. Haha. Thanks. And I will toss a Sal over to the cleric.
Fizzle.
Sorry, lots of talking. Too much typing. I'm just getting everything kind of sorted here. This is kind of the, I don't know, pitfall / benefit of kind of being the leader of a group, where you kind of manage the list and shit. So on the downside, we're losing some people, but on the upside, it's we're not losing much because we've got replacements lined up and they're here. So that is cool. And then I can okay. So Bade just left the group. We will target Masterman Shear. We'll / invite him. And thanks for group Bade. Okay, let's clear some corpses. And we do have a tank to rebuff now. So there is an enchanter in our group, so I'm not doing haste, which is helpful for me. So we'll toss a shaman HP buff first. Just the way we go. Ooh, he's got a better one. Wonder if he's got better buffs than I have to offer. Can I have an HP top up for the road?
Haste other.
Bade has a regen spell on him.
Interrupted.
So I'll just toss an HP buff.
Haste other.
Or a greater heal. Who won the amulet? No idea. Okay, so I think all I've actually done is tossed a stamina buff over to the new tank. So let's get that agility and strength going. Stupid telescope. Sometimes I actually don't notice it, believe it or not. I've almost kind of sort of gotten used to it. It is quite annoying though. He's got some shit. He had a strength. I've not cast out on him yet. I have no idea if he's been given a haste. I'm gonna go for the slow on the goo.
Resist.
Of course it resisted. So we got a warrior tank now. Their aggro is not quite as thick as a Shadow Knight. However, he procs, so he's gonna want a dexterity buff as well. So hook him up with Sao. Hook him up with the regen. And I will also see if I can haste him. He looks like he's hitting pretty quick though. So those arms pretty fast for an ogre. Oh, got him. Okay, so he's hasted. He's also gonna need a dex buff. Actually, I'll just put the Alacrity back on. Alright, and then I think he's good to go as far as buffs go. Oh yeah, there's another shaman here now. I kind of forgot.
Slow.
So, the cleric we were just with wants a Sao and a strength. I did actually give her Sao, but I'll do it again just so she's paying attention. And then should be good to go. That, and then we got a goo coming. So we got to slow for that. I'm gonna run out close now because we don't have the sticky shaman. Not necessarily. Oh, look, the warrior just procced, so he might have aggro here even after my slow goes down. Sweet. So warrior's got good weapons who proc, and he gives him aggro. So that's why we want to keep the dex buff up on the warrior. Okay, so now after rebuffing, I need to take a seat because I'm at 35 mana. But everybody's healthy except for Endorsey. I don't know who's actually pulling right now. Oh, my regen's gonna go pretty quick. I do think I have to adjust my regen timer on Gina. I think because I've leveled once or twice, I think my duration's increased by 20 seconds per level maybe. So so I do have a bit of an overbuff slightly on the regen, which is I'm actually fine with. Better to have it than not to have it. So now we got 2 coming, but the enchanter is here. I'm just gonna root.
Resist.
Oh, of course it resisted. I'm good with the root split though.
Root break.
And then I'll slow this guy and pull my pet off. And let's see if I can root this one. There it is. And we'll switch targets on the flyby there. I just tab targeted the new one when I was closer. Put the pet on him. And we're good. So I actually don't think this goo that we're in front of has slow. So there's that. So we'll try to go get that on right now.
Root break.
Oh shit, that's not good. Because I'm out of mana. Oh fuck.
Out of mana.
Alright. That goes fast. I missed the cleric.
Haste other.
The goos are tough. They basically need to be slowed. They just have so much HP and they really do bang away. So we kind of it's just how it is. I actually don't know if the far one's slowed. I don't think it is. So that's unfortunate. Here comes the slow. See if this lands. Nice. Easy mode engaged. That's how I feel about slow. So I need to mid, and I need to throw a new talisman on myself, which gives me a heal. I've explained it before, but I don't like when that drops, when that fades, because then my overall health goes down, which if I'm full health, I end up losing health, essentially. And I think, actually, when you increase your... Yeah, I don't know. I just like to rebuff it while it's on. Those damn goos, though, they can mess up the mana. But they're good, they're good. They're good for experience, and they drop spells. They drop 50 plus spells, so that's what we want to be fighting right now, considering we're all about to move into 50 plus. And we got another one. So I'm going to move up close for the slow. That might take aggro if his daggers don't proc. Get my pet in there. And hopefully he doesn't resist, which he did not, which is awesome. And I probably have aggro right now. We'll see in the chat if it goes red if I get hit. Or if I just move back. Cool, we're good. So I'm going to use that talisman on myself. Oh, my aggro. Booyah, health. So that's a funny buff because it just kind of heals me, and I canny down for just about the same amount of, slightly less mana. So it does cost me a little bit. Yeah, that's what we're missing. The enchanter pet. That was good DPS. Not the shaman pet, but the enchanter pet. But you know, everything helps. So the monks don't like to be weighed down with change, because when they have higher weight, they lose armor class. So they don't like the auto split. So they're going to go with the enchanter pet, a scale bone, or a haze golem. And that would start to bang away. Make some noise. That really gets the experience going. When you get the enchanter pets, are just nasty. I mean, fuck, enchanters are like basically like rogues. I mean, I don't know. They must do similar damage. Maybe even enchanter does more. But it's a pain in the ass a bit. You know, I imagine it's a pain in the ass to charm the pet and have it hit you all the time and break and keep it steady. It's hard to go take a piss because you can't fucking leave your computer because that thing's going to break and eat you. So it's a bit of a pain, I imagine.
Slow.
But it is pretty rewarding for the risk. High risk, high reward. So where's Bait at? Oh yeah, he's gone. I was looking at my timer. I'm like, oh, who do I have to regen? But I do. Maybe I should regen the puller. But I don't know if Endorsi's pulling or if Zarek is pulling. They're both monks. I think Zarek was pulling, but his wife is needs something, so he's doing that. Cool. He wants to try to mez a captain of the guard, which would be neat. However, I mean, it doesn't really matter. It's going to do a lot of damage either way. But it's more of a tanky type mob, so maybe it doesn't hit. I don't know. I don't know if it'll hit it harder or as hard or what, but it's kind of neat. It's kind of cool either way that you can just charm any mob you want and take advantage of their skill sets.
Fizzle.
So I just mallowed it. I have no idea if he's going to pet it or not. But I'm just going to leave my pet killing it just in case he does not want it. He wants a haze golem, not a vapor golem. So get one of those going.
Regen other.
Where's that haze golem? There he is. So I'm gonna use mallow on the haze and get my pet on the vapor. And I'm going to use regen on the monk because he doesn't have it right now. Toss him a heal as well. And we'll canny down a bit. Oh, missed the telescope there. So phantoms, I do believe I should slow those, especially because our cleric's gone, so slow is probably better mana. Fuck, of course. As I'm saying I should do it, he resists. Fine then. Maybe we just won't slow that one. He's already taken the mana. And I haste my pet. Except I used to use the wrong spell and I give my pet strength, which I don't think actually does anything. So while I'm trying to be mana efficient, I end up actually wasting a bit of mana. Good intentions. Toss a heal, see if I can help. Judging by the other shaman's health, the way he's candying down like that, he probably doesn't have a shit ton of mana either.
Resist.
Oh. A resist. Of course I'm out of mana too when it happens. I have to root this fucking thing.
Resist. Root break.
So sorry, that was a bit tight. Running out of mana here, getting a bit tight with me and the other shaman. Trying to heal these damn goos.
Haste other.
That's funny, all the shaman health is just like nothing. So we're just like scrapped for mana.
Haste other.
Just lots of goos back to back to back. They're good though. Wicked for experience. I like doing this. I like threading the needle, pushing to the limit. I like it.
Other.
20 mana. I'm just not gonna report. And there's a spell. Druid spell. Let's roll for that. I got a 57. I don't know why you passed. There's no druids in the group, but you know, it is what it is. Arena. Alright, so he's pulling 2. I'm gonna go in for a slow on that apparition. Got it. And I'm gonna also click over to that greater spur-bone and go for a slow on that one as well, which I also got. So those are both slowed, which is good.
Slow.
So I probably have aggro on this greater spur-bone because I did slow it. So the tank will probably taunt. So that worked out. So usually before the tank will break that, he'll use taunt, which puts him to the top of the aggro list. So when he does actually break it, theoretically he should have aggro, especially because I didn't do anything to increase my aggro further. So he should be at the top in theory. You know, things don't always go as expected though. I wonder if Zarek still needs his How. Looks to be moving pretty fast.
Interrupted.
Okay, so whoa, I sat for sit aggro there. I pulled aggro with slow and then sat down. So I'll rock aggro on this until he takes it with a proc or something, and then I can sit. There we go, he's got it, so I'll move over and sit. The mana crunch is real. Missing that cleric. It's funny, me and the other shaman are just super tight for mana. With that other cleric, we didn't really have to worry about it so much. It's amazing how good clerics are at healing in this game. They really are great. It's really cool how they separate healers from clerics from other healers. Like, even though we're all in the same sort of main archetype, it's just not the same. So here we're gonna assist Master Munch, wait till he pulls, and then go for a slow. Or just pull with Mez, or pull with... I'm gonna pull a root. I think that's what... That's the wrong spell.
Interrupted.
Whoa, Enchanter's almost dead. I sort of missed his health there. I don't know where that heal's going. Okay, I can cancel mine. Whew, close cancel. Okay, so this, whatever this is, I didn't slow it.
Root break.
Holy, you can tell just by how quiet I got. Shit got real. Whoa, I'm fucking sitting in telescope mode while this thing gets hit right in front of me. Okay. Haste refreshing coming from the enchanter. Thank goodness we don't have to do that. I'm gonna heal the shaman. Even though he's just gonna canny down. At least it gives us both something. Ooh, tight. So this is good though. Ooh, we're gonna level right away. That's kind of what I'm after in this session. I'm really just after that level and maybe a couple more kills, safety experience, whatever. Probably won't get safety. Well, I don't know. We'll see how much faster it goes at 46. Because I am in a hell level right now, and it's a rough one. It's a doozy at 45. Has taken a while. The end of a hell level makes you like forget how fast or how normal levels even go because it's slow. Really slow. So everybody important. Everybody who needs it has regen right now. It's good. So I don't usually slow these ones. The haze golems. They're kind of puffy. They die pretty fast. Slow doesn't, I mean, the amount of mana that slow takes, it just doesn't really feel like I'm gaining much. I'd rather just toss a heal, which I kind of just did before this pull. I am going to have to redo regens soon. 5 minutes and 3 minutes on the monk. 5 minutes on the tank, 3 minutes on the monk. My pet is not hasted, so get that up. Okay, so here's a few. Just gonna go ahead and assist and get on the target haze golem. And I think there's an extra one in there somewhere.
Root break.
Okay, get back on that haze golem. Pet. Yeah, we'll do some candy down here to about 50% on both. Match that shit. Alright, that was quite the fight. Quite the mana crunch and recharge there. It's a good thing I got all the rebuffing done earlier, because when the cleric was just leaving. Because that goes a long way right now. Starting to get a little bit more cautious with mana though, and kind of knowing that the cleric's gone. I dipped a little bit too far into the use too much zone. Those goos though, we haven't had much goos in a bit, and those are what really get the mana down. So I think we're probably due for some of those soon, so we should start to prepare a little bit at least. Mana wise, so I'm trying to save a little bit. Fog golem. So fog golems have deep hit points. Sorry, so I do like to slow the fog golems. I did use the heavy slow on that one, so that should be a pretty easy fight as far as health and mana goes. So Dorsey is pulling, so I'm gonna give Dorsey a new regen because I think Zarek was AFK and now it's back, and I think maybe Dorsey took over the pulling. So either way, they should both have it now. Oh, nice! The other shaman was able to get a pet out, so that's a mana killer. So that's nice. He was able to do that. Hopefully, he's able to kind of regen some of that mana. Maybe I'll watch health for a bit here.
Slow.
It's funny, his kids are probably just being little tyrants on it. Makes me laugh. Whoa, telescope effect. That trips me out sometimes. When I move, when I'm standing still and I use it, doesn't bother me so much. It's just when I start moving and I have it, it's like, oh fuck, everything just looks weird. Okay, so just vapor golems. These are not really a big deal. I'll toss a heal though, maybe to the monk. And we got one myself, and my pet's gonna be hitting that.
Regen other.
Okay, so I did get my pet off of that vapor golem, which was nice. That worked out well. Now we do need a new regen on Master Munch right away. I'll go ahead and do that now. You know, there's probably 2 minutes left on that timer, but 2 minutes goes by really quick, and I don't want to let that fall off. If I let a buff fall off, oh, it didn't take hold. Okay. The other shaman must be higher level, and he must have hit the tank with the regen. Okay, an apparition here. This I definitely want to slow. Boom. Got the slow on that thing. Also took aggro. He's got it back. Back up a bit. Away from the chaos. So what level is that shaman? Jeez, 48. Okay, so my chloral doesn't stick anymore now that he's doing the chloral. So I think that's sort of what's going to happen there. That shaman's going to take over the chloroplast and the slow, or sorry, and the healing, and I'll stick on the slows and the buffs. Which works for me. There's the goose. It's fucking goose. Let's get it go. Dorsey does have a regen, which is good. I'll toss a heal nonetheless. Toss a heal to Zarek, and I'm pretty much out of mana. Mana. About to level. Maybe even off this one. You never know. That's at like a solid 99. 99%. Do it. Do it. 99.9. Not that one. The next one. It's damn close.
Slow.
Wrong spell. Wrong spell.
Interrupted.
And my lower level spell on slow, lower level slow, which is not that low anymore. Just for these weaker ones. A little late in the game to slow, so I'll go for the heals. Fucking warriors have so much life, my greater heal does shit.
Regen.
It's funny. So my regen's about to fade. Boom.
Slow.
It's amazing how much health that warrior has. That's awesome.
Fizzle.
I have no idea if he's got regen on or not. I mean, doesn't have one of my timers, but possibly the other shaman got him. No, I didn't have it. See, that sucks. I hate when people are higher level than me take over my timers, my buffs, and then fuck them all up. That's not cool. If you wanna cast a buff, stay on it.
Haste other.
It just kind of sucks because I'm so on top of buffs.
Haste other.
So I hate when people just fuck up my feng shui. Alright, med break, probably just go AFK here because I'm gonna need a minute.
Haste other.
Bandaging's cool though. You wanna bandage me? I'll canny down before I go. .7 KHP, that's a lot. That's awesome. So they're bandaging me down, so I'm trying to do that so I can take off and not cause too much downtime. Be right back. Alright, and we're back. Let's get to it. What do we need for buffs? And some fucking sow. There's a goo in front of us. Let's get that. Gonna give myself a sow and set the pace. Give everybody else a sow. So Zarek is pulling. So I'm gonna toss a sow his way. Is that what I'm casting? Yes, it was. Okay, and then I'll give Master Munch a sow too. Kind of nice to have his tank run around. Gotta run over to some shit. Okay, and then looks like we need some new strengths. Some new strength buffs. The nice thing is I did jump the fight with slow there, so the thing is fucking slowed. Okay, Tenning doesn't need one, but Dorsey's gonna want to strengthen, and Zarek as well, both the monks. Hopefully I get Zarek before he leaves, maybe not. Gotcha, nice, he's going for the 3 goos. Okay, so I'm actually gonna look and do a root. I'm just gonna root one. The warriors here are ready to throw down. So he sees what's happening. The goos are a bit tough, right? So I wouldn't mind getting set jump on the CC. Nothing wrong with having something rooted. So Zarek needs a heal pretty much right away. I'm gonna pull aggro with this heal.
Interrupted.
Oh, he got out of range.
Fizzle.
Nice, he pulled 2, so we ended up only with 2.
Regen
So
other.
one of them's rooted. And then I'm gonna go ahead and slow that other one over there, which actually just looked like it did get slowed, to be honest.
Resist.
Well, it resisted my slow. I feel like somebody did slow it. Oh, fuck, here we go. Party time.
Resist.
Oh, I resisted again. This is the resisty one, I think. God damn, that fucker hits hard. I'm gonna nuke its resistances. I think I have time before this current goo dies. and go ahead and heal myself as well, just because I may have to candy down or may even have to take a hit here. So I'm going for, get my fat ass ogre body out of the way. I'm going for a reduced resistance on that far goo over there.
Resist.
Which got resisted. Now wait, so I can do that again. I've got a little bit of time while everybody's working on the current goo, so I think this will help me get the slowdown. If I even get that down. This fucking goo gives me a problem every time.
Resist.
Fuck. Every time, man. And now that we don't have a cleric, it's like I'd rather have this thing slowed. But I'd rather be able to root at the same time. I like slow and root in case I get aggro here. Because otherwise, fucking guy just resists everything. So I just could have like healed 4 or 5 times there. Get him. Fuck, finally got him. That's so funny. He's 48, so his slow would probably land on that one. But you know, in theory, now that he's, you know, I think about it, he is a higher level. We could switch. Boom. On that goo too. Psh. Nice. I like that. Sweet. That's sweet. I like being out of that hell level. That was a pain. Fucking goose, man. So I mean, root splitting would be ideal, but there's an enchanter, so you could med split, or just let's split. Either way. So I'm gonna go for that assist. Toss down a slow.
Resist.
All my shit's getting resisted all of a sudden. Slightly annoying. Yeah, the mez is down on the phantom. There we go. Got to slow on the plague. Bone. Going for the phantom now. I have like no HP though, so it's a bit sketchy because I'll probably get aggro. Whoa, Mass Munch's almost dead, man. And that's weird, like what started hitting him so hard there? He just sort of dropped HP.
Slow.
I mean, at least this thing's slowed, but I might have aggro. Or not. Weird. $47 ding, that's awesome. It's nice to be out of 45. I like that. So we get some buffs fading, but I definitely don't have mana to get that up. I think I was going for some strengths. I think I even fucking hit other people's strengths, but lost track completely. As soon as the goos come out, my whole fucking brain just breaks down when just trying to work the CC and the slow on that resist mob. Like I forget everything else I was doing.
Slow.
All right. That's good. Yeah. Hell yeah. It's nice to be out of 46. Or 45.
Regen other. Regen other.
So I did put that cleric on the list earlier. I told them I'd randomly send a tell in a little bit. I guess I didn't really specify that I kind of want to leave in half an hour, but it'll probably take them half an hour to get here, or an hour, or whatever. I'll kind of go whatever, but I kind of just want my level. Kind of want to get that down.
Haste other. Haste other.
So,
Haste other.
let's see if the cleric replies. Looks like a regen's fading, but fuck, the other shaman did it, so mine doesn't stick, but it just doesn't kind of count on my timer, so
Haste
that
other.
is what it is. I don't think I actually slowed that goo. No, my pet's not even in there, so my bad. There's no reply. I think I have no sound on my bar yet, right now. So that cleric is in Discord with the shaman, which is kind of funny. And right now the cleric is duoing with a buddy, so probably not going to come rep me. Okay, what's going on with these? Well, that one's got a slow, at least. And Dorsey's fighting something. No, that apparition. Phantom. Gonna go slow that phantom. It's nice slow doesn't do any damage, so I can slow things that are mezzed, which is cool. We can get that out of the way because slow lasts a decent amount of time for how fast all this shit does. It's not going to take us 2 minutes to kill all this shit. I just got fucked up. Wasn't even paying attention. I don't like being the leader of a group. It comes with too much typing, and certainly not when I'm doing this, because I certainly have been silent, lost in translation for the past fucking 20 minutes. Trying to slow things desperately. I don't even know if I gave Sal to somebody who asked for Sal a while ago. No idea what buffs are up because the other shaman's higher level, so he's kind of taking over the buffs a bit. So I'm just gonna work on the finding a replacement for myself. Who all cleric 40 to 50. I mean, I could randomly send tells to people. Who? Let's start here. Let's go clear. Who all looking for group 40 to 50? That's probably a better place to start. Better group of people who won't turn me down as much. There's a cleric who we just asked.
Resist.
Human Timor's deep.
Slow.
So that's who we'll ask. So Hume.
Slow.
So I'm just asking a 49 Druid if they want to come and replace me in the City of Mist in the reading group. We'll see what they have to say about that.
Slow.
No idea if my pet's in there. I think I actually did slow that one, so that's good. Multitasking a little bit too much. Is that the pet? Yeah, that's the pet. So I'm just gonna hang tight and watch the enchanter's health. He might need a heal. I'll toss a heal. Says warrior looking for group in the zone. Yeah, no healers looking for group. Oh, and Hume took himself off, or is offline maybe. So I guess we can kill that Druid out. Yeah, he took himself off looking for group. Maybe he did send me a tail back. No, I didn't even. Okay. So I'm gonna ask a 45 Druid. See what they say. Just trying to do the decent thing and find a rep. I will definitely toss a slow. And I could toss a heal as well. Even though I should probably go for the buffs. So Hume did get back to me, just said he forgot looking for Groupon, but he's not down right now, and we'll send a tell to Lantas because he replied also and said he's logging right away to watch a match. All good. Next time. Haha. So I don't know if we're gonna have many druids here. Who all druid 40 to 50? Yeah, there's no druids who all cleric would be the best for this group, 40 to 50. Hot Dags doesn't want to join because he's too high. So I'm going to just use that same message and switch the person. And I'll switch it to 9 Ender, who is currently in over there. And then I could try maybe Horan, who's in Firat, maybe soloing Spectres. So maybe just some plausible targets of people. Maybe I will slow that fog golem in a moment when the cooldown's up. I mean, what a lot of other people would do is just ask the next person on the list, which is kind of what I should be doing, because that's the whole point of the list. But I do try to replace composition for, like, try to replace class for class if you can, like, or at least archetype for archetype, healer for healer, if you can.
Slow.
Sonombra. He's not even on anyway.
Slow.
Sonombra. Just in case I spelled it wrong, I could do that. Yeah, not online. So there you go. Didn't even skip the list. Just try to. Eric's getting all fucked up. I'll help you. Nah, he's got it. Other Sean's got it. He's the one kind of paying attention here. So I wasn't hoping to leave at this moment. My goal there was to try to find somebody far away, so they'd travel half an hour, and then when they got here, I could get rubbed, because I don't actually have to go at this moment. But either way works for me. I really was after my level, so that's cool. I'm happy to have dinged 246, and already we can see a little piece of that. Alright, so the 51 Shaman is going to rep me. Okay, I'll throw down a slow. He said he's next to Arena.
Resist.
Oh, it resisted. Oh, nice. Tank just procced on that, so he's still aggro right back. I'll go for another slow. These fuckers kind of need it. There it is. And then I'll toss a couple heals. And I'll wait until this fucking goo dies. I'll go in for a nuke. And then I will switch out of the group. Alright, thanks for group, guys. Cheers. See them around. Okay, and then I'm going to click on myself and click disband. It's kind of funny. I was leader, but I forgot to kind of change it to somebody. So went to a random person. Anyway, so that was a pretty good group all in all. Definitely like the City of Mist arena. It's much better than the stables and the temple, which I'm not really a fan of. I was kind of thinking that City of Mist didn't really have the best experience based on the temple and stables group. So I'm happy to come to the arena, see that it's pretty decent experience. Those goos are a lot of fun to fight, drop some spells.
Levitate
so
other.
That's kind of what it's all about at this point. I don't know exactly where I want to go with this character. I kind of will just kind of go wherever the wind takes me, so to speak. I mean, shit, now I'm 46. There's some things I should start contemplating, like maybe replacing some of my terrible gear. There's probably a couple items that I could go camp now, considering like the gator scale legs or whatever. That's like a level 30 mob or something. So I could look into replacing some gear, and it is kind of fun to loot your own gear, and now I can kind of solo a bit of that action. So we'll see what I do with that. Really though, I am just I just want on that experience train. Really, I want 60. So I'll go wherever the wind takes me, so to speak. Anyway, if you enjoyed the episode, be sure to like it, and if you enjoy the content, be sure to subscribe to the channel, because there's going to be a lot more content. I mean, I'm level 46 now, there's 60 to go, and then raiding. So, and then Velius, who fuck knows, that's far away. I mean, there's epics and shit before then, but we'll get there one day. Anyway, until the next episode, I hope you guys have a good one. Cheers.